Hello guys, I'm Timothy Earle, joined here with Nicholas Earle, and we've got another free pick video for you guys. Welcome to Super Bowl 59, the evil versus the evil. But anyways, the Eagles and the Chiefs. Me and Nick will both be a part of this free pick video. It might be a little bit more of a lengthy video. We're unsure whether or not we're doing a show on Super Bowl, so we figured both of us go ahead and give out. Nick will give out a side. I'll give out a total. We each got a couple of props, so if you guys are ready for it. Once again, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share. Check out all the links in the description below. Become a member of the YouTube channel, $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day. You'll get our entire card and access to the spreadsheet. So all that good stuff, check that out. Chiefs are right now a 1-point favorite. 48.5 is now the total. Nick, I'll let you start off with your side first, and then I'll jump into the total.
Yeah, just for clarity or for transparency's sake, I like Tim's total and Tim likes my side, so we're on the same page, side and total for this game.
Correct.
But let's get into it here. This line, I'm looking at money lines really right now. This line opened up on the 26th. Kansas City minus 121. It got all the way up to a 130. And it's come back. We've seen some buyback on Philadelphia. It's now minus 115 for the Kansas City Chiefs. So we have a slight move towards Philadelphia here in this one. Line opened up 48.5, got all the way up to a 50, and it's back to a 48.5. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game, we have 64% of tickets and 73% of the cash is on the spread for the Eagles. 56% of tickets is on the Chiefs money line, but 51% of the cash on the Eagles money line in this one here. 81% of tickets, 80% of the cash on the over in this game here. And it feels like one of these spots where I'm starting to see it's not reflected 100% in the cash flow, but I mean, seeing over 60% of the tickets coming in on the Eagles spread, it's kind of interesting there, kind of telling me that people are starting to doubt Mahomes a little bit here. What have we seen from the Eagles? They've just been dominant through this entire round, the entire playoff. And that game against the Rams was not as close as the final score indicates. It was a 6-point game. They were up double digits with a couple minutes left in that game. They took care of the Packers by 12, and they destroyed the Washington Commanders 55-23. On the flip side, I mean, we've seen this. We've seen the narratives. Oh, the Kansas City Chiefs keep squeaking by teams. The refs keep helping them. This and that and this and that. Here's the factor. Here's the fact of it all, though. They are here. They won both their games in the playoffs. They took care of. They really controlled that game against Houston. And yes, it was the same stuff against Buffalo, a tie game late, they kick a field goal, all that fun stuff, and they stop Buffalo. And for me in this game, I've learned my lesson, and these days in the playoffs, you can replace Patrick Mahomes' name for what we were saying with Tom Brady just 5-10 years ago. You don't bet against Mahomes in the playoffs. And until Mahomes loses in the playoffs, I'm going to keep betting him. And I was stupid last year, bet against him all during the playoffs. I did not fade him against the Houston Texans because I didn't bet him then. But I did bet him last game against the Buffalo Bills. This Kansas City Chiefs team, until further notice, I'm just going to keep. You got to back them in the playoffs until they lose. And at this point, I think they win another Super Bowl. I do think they are the better. I don't know if you can call them the better overall team, the better roster, but they have the two biggest edges, I think, in this game, and that is Andy Reid versus Nick Sirianni, and it's Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts, which I'll talk about Jalen Hurts when we get to our prop section as well. But I think the Chiefs come out on top of this game. We complained about, they're a team that keeps winning games by very small margins. They keep winning, but they keep winning. Let's stop right there. They keep winning. And I think they'll keep winning here in this game here. I got minus 115 with the Kansas City Chiefs.
What is it, 17 straight one-score games?
Yes.
Something in that range. I'm in agreement with the Chiefs, and we're going to go under the total. That's going to be my total for this one. And it's the recency biased. Philadelphia just scored 55 points in the last game. And everybody's going to see that and automatically want to jump on them in the over. And I don't see that here. This is also a Kansas City team that finally, Nick, hit 30 points in regulation for the first time this whole entire year against Buffalo, and they hit, 32? The only other time they hit 30 was because they scored a touchdown in overtime against Tampa Bay. Other than that, this has been a Kansas City team that does not score that much. And I think, and by far, they are one of the best defenses in the NFL. And I could say the same about Philly. They're one of the best defenses in the NFL. I like the under in this game, so under 48.5. Nick, I'm going to go first with props. We're each going to give out 2 props. Yes, I'm grabbing tails. That's one of my props. I don't care. Thank you. This is the coin toss is always something I have fun betting. I bet tails every single time. Tails never fails for me. I kind of just run with that. And I'm taking Travis Kelce to score. Part of me wants to take Travis Kelce to be the first touchdown scorer as well. Except for I can't really find first touchdown. Touchdown for first half, first quarter, first half. The first touchdown scorer, Travis Kelce at 725. I think he gets the first touchdown of the game. So, and I think we cash that one quick. So I'm going to add first TD at plus 725 as well. So tails, and then Kelce touchdown, and the first touchdown 725.
Yeah, I mean, Kelce's obviously not a bad look. This is if you can poke one hole in the Philadelphia Eagles defense, it's the tight end position. They have struggled this year covering the tight end position. Look what Zach Ertz did last week against them. Look what I think it was Everett did against them a couple weeks ago as well. In the divisional round, tight ends can have their way at times with the Philadelphia Eagles defense. So I absolutely do that. Agree with that. And I love that underlook, by the way. And I think that's one thing we have to mention with the Chiefs that is very, very underrated with them. When you think about the Chiefs, you think Patrick Mahomes, you think that offense. That defense is one of the best in the league. They were 4th in the NFL this year, only giving up 19.2 points per game. So this was a team that held teams under 20 points per game, a decent amount this year. Let's head over to my prop. And yes, we're going to get ugly with this one here because I know everybody wants to watch the Super Bowl. Everyone wants to bet the overs, and they want to see a fun. And people are not going to like this prop here. Jalen Hurts under 214.5 passing yards at -110 over on Bet365. The way we look at this Eagles offense is I think if the Eagles are able to have success offensively in this game, it's not going to be because Jalen Hurts is throwing the football. It's going to be based on that run game with Saquon Barkley. My main worry with this is it's a screen pass to Barkley and he breaks it for 60 yards. That's my main concern with a play like this, because the way I believe that the defense is going to approach this on the Kansas City side is they're going to force Jalen Hurts to beat him with his arm, and I don't think he's going to be able to. And here's the thing is, I think they're going to try to beat him with zone looks and things along those lines because Spagnuolo doesn't blitz at the highest amount. And I think that's something that Jalen Hurts is going to struggle with is finding open receivers. And sometimes he has times where he is gun shy with the football. So I do think this is a spot where if Jalen Hurts is going to have success in this game, it's going to be more on his legs than it's going to be on his arm. And I think both these teams are going to run longer possessions with a lot of running and a lot of eating the clock, which will lead to less possessions. And I think that'll lead to less opportunities for Jalen Hurts to get yards. My main concern in this game for Jalen Hurts under passing yards is we're looking at the fourth quarter and they're down a score or something, and they have to go drive down the field. That's my main concern with this. But Jalen Hurts has not been somebody who has thrown that many yards this year. And looking at the last few weeks, I see three times since November 10th, he's thrown over this amount. He threw 221 yards against the Commanders, 290 against the Steelers, 246 against the Commanders. He's been someone who's been consistently around the 200 mark or below it. 128 yards against the Rams, 131 yards against the Packers, 108 yards against the Panthers. He's not somebody who's going to throw the ball for a lot. They're going to run a very conservative play call, and I think a lot of running the football with Barkley, and I think that's going to lead to Jalen Hurts not throwing the ball as much as people would anticipate, and I think they'll see this total of passing yards and think that's a really low number. Let me bet the over. Not so fast, my friend. Under 214.5 passing yards for Jalen Hurts.
There you go. That is the Super Bowl free pick video for you guys. We're not entirely sure if we're gonna have a video, a stream for it, so I figured go all out on one of these. So a little bit of a recap, and by the way, the 2 plays are already up on the site. Kansas City, although we have -1.5 on the site, money line and -115, and we have under 49 on the site, but we're gonna take the under 48.5 in this one as well. Once again, my props: tails, Kelsey touchdown, Kelsey first touchdown. And Nick will take Jalen Hurts under his yards. That's going to do it for this free pick video of Super Bowl 59. Good luck, guys, and let's make some money.